Duval Dialogue Podcast. It's your host Xavier, co-host KB. Thought you were gonna say something. Welcome to the Duval Dialogue Podcast. Got your host Xavier. Got my whole co-host KB.
What's going on?
So this is episode 1. This is the pilot episode. This is the reshoot. We're redoing it. We're finna upgrade a lot of stuff. Yeah. We just didn't like the quality and the content that was going out before. If y'all even seen it.
Yeah, we figured like if we're gonna put out content, it might as well be the best content as possible for the people that were watching us. You know, it's definitely gonna be better. Y'all want to enjoy it more energetic, more entertaining, so on and so forth.
More thoughtful.
Yeah.
And this episode, I mean, it's not really. This episode doesn't have a theme. So if you're looking for like real content, this episode really not for you. This is just us explaining. What is the Duval Dialogue Podcast? Why are we doing it? Who are we doing it for? Yeah. That's about it, pretty much. Just introducing ourselves to the world of podcasts and to the world of social media. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So this is the pilot. So first thing is, what is Duval Dialogue Podcast? Why? What's different between us and other podcasts? Then we're gonna have the why, and then who's our audience. So for me, Duval Dialogue Podcast was just a way to where I could feel like I could get opinions out and speak on topics that I love to speak about already in private. Just because I do believe I'm a great debater. I feel like I'm really good at talking.
Politicker.
So I was like, dang, how can I do something with that? Because I growing up and stuff, I always felt like, dang, I ain't got no talent. I feel like everybody's inherently really good at something. Yeah. Okay, my fiance, if y'all know Leah, she's really good at tattooing, or when people be really good at sports, they really good at something. I was like, dang, I haven't got a talent. I've always been smart, but I'm like, that's not really a talent. Anybody can study and be smart. It's not a talent. But as I got older, I realized I was like, bro, I'm really good at discussing topics. I'm really good at debating. Yeah. And I was like, I gotta do that with something, do something with that. And then podcasts blew up, and they became they started going viral and stuff. Before that, I never really thought about podcasts. I mean, as a kid who's not watching podcasts, but now they everywhere. And I was like, yo, I would love to do a podcast. And I was like, nah, everybody doing it. Why would I do that? And I'm like, bro, who cares what everybody doing? You know what I'm saying? If I want to do it, just try it. And if it doesn't, if it don't do nothing, then it don't do nothing. I got to try and I got to speak on it.
Yeah. An interesting story is that I didn't even know that Zay felt that way. I just know we started because we've been friends ever since we were in 7th, 8th grade, and we've been kicking it. We fell off for a little bit because we just adult stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I linked back up with him. I'm over his house. We chilling. We chopping it up like we always do, and we working out together. And then I was like, bro, the stuff that we talking about, man, we could really make it to a podcast. But I'm joking. And then the next day he hit me up. He like, so what's up with the podcast? And I'm
I took it serious. He said that. I was like, yeah.
He was like, let's do it. And I was like, all right, bet, man, let's get it. And I know we both be busy at times and stuff like that, but I know he'll take it serious. I'll take it serious. And we both enjoy doing this. So I definitely, for me, Duval Dialogue Podcast is also a place where I can sit and politic and talk about certain things that are interesting.
That's Leah to the right. I don't know if y'all probably really can't hear like that, especially if I put the denoiser on there, but she talking. That's who we looking over to. If I don't just cut this out altogether. Okay, so it ain't so that's the.
I think I started at a pretty good point.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I guess really that was more the why than the what. That was the why we started it. I guess the what is going to be more so what are we talking about on this podcast? Yeah. And I mean, for the most part, a little bit of everything. I don't want to get in one niche, but I mean, it'll be just anything we actually care about. I mean, we'll speak on some topics just because they trendy. For the most part, it's anything we care about. Stuff in the city. We are Duval Dialogue Podcast. Yeah. So, of course, we're going to speak on stuff that's happening in Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida, where we're from. We're going to speak on the politics, things going on here, and all different cultures, all the different people, the small businesses. Yeah. Trying to get the voice of the city on here, trying to get people interviewing people on here, instead of just the huge people out of the city, just people that's really here every day. Yeah. Get their opinions and their voices.
Yeah, even to shed light on entrepreneurs that aren't getting the traction that they or the traffic that they deserve. You know what I'm saying? Because we're starting from the bottom and we know how that feels. So it'll be nice to shed light on the people that deserve it as well. Instead of, most people get big, they don't really want to put other people on. But I feel like it's too much money out here for everybody not to eat. So
yeah. So yeah, we'll get some small entrepreneurs on and stuff, and obviously it's gonna be a lot of solo episodes too. It's just us just discussing stuff in the media, discussing things coming out as they come,
Yeah.
or topics that we just felt a conviction on, and like, oh, we got to speak on this on the podcast.
Yeah.
But we're gonna mix that in with the interviews, with having the small entrepreneurs on here, and hopefully maybe you get some bigger name people towards the future, but never stray away from the locals.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, I guess that's the gist of what we're gonna be doing, and there's some few different things we want to try. Like we want to try like going out to the or maybe on the streets, ask people questions, but I don't want to do like generic TikTok questions. I want to like talk to people about things that actually matter.
Yeah.
I don't want to just walk up to random drunk people and try to make them look stupid, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But
we're not trying to do nothing to really.
I don't want to do nothing trendy. I don't want to be a, you know what I'm saying, follow no trends, but actually go ask people that's out here in the city and see their opinions on things that's actually happening in day-to-day lives that's affecting everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe get, you know what I'm saying, a little nitty-gritty, things people don't want to talk about, things people don't want to really speak on, things that everybody like to pretend not happening to keep their day going. Yeah, so that's what you will see on here, what they expect to see on this podcast.
Yeah, we hope y'all enjoy it really, because we're not making it for everybody. It's whatever audience we're trying to reach out to, that's what it's gonna be, and everything's gonna be authentic, everything's gonna be raw, cut, and just the truth.
Yeah.
However we feel. So.
And then the last thing, who is this podcast for?
Yeah.
And honestly, I haven't really got that question answered down pat myself, and I guess it's kind of backwards. Why would you start a podcast not knowing who your audience is? But I mean, we're hoping that we just find our audience and see who enjoys these videos. Anybody who, because like I said, we talk about a little bit of everything. So I don't want to be in one particular niche exactly, which I know can be dangerous to any business when you don't have a niche audience or a specific audience. Because, you know what I'm saying, when you working with everybody, it's a lot easier to fail, I guess, because you don't have somebody who specifically like really loves you.
Yeah. More
so like everybody kind of likes you because you're talking to everybody at one time.
Yeah.
But I don't want to put myself in a box, at least not yet, or ourselves in a box, not yet. You know what I'm saying? Until we put some videos on and stuff and see who really likes it, and then try to find out like, all right, who our audience is that way, rather than just picking an audience and trying to aim at them specifically and keep targeting them, which is like, I know it's a standard way of marketing, but it's not how I want to do it right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was short, sweet, to the point. What's that? Let's see. 14 minutes.
Yeah.
So, really short. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this episode is just literally just to explain what Duval Dialogue Podcast is. This episode is not for content. 99.9% of people that watch our podcast will probably never even see this pilot episode, just because it's just a pilot episode. We're not talking about nothing. We're not chatting about nothing.
Yeah. But
it's just gonna be here. So if you might do find it, y'all know what to expect.
Be a nice little gem to go back to whenever y'all do find it, you know? So
yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in to episode 1 of Duval Dialogue Podcast. Hopefully by episode 2 we got a little intro, things like that.
Yeah.
But this is who we are, and we'll see y'all episode 2.